No, go ahead.
Okay.
And then she going to come in right behind you, and then Veronica.
Yes, sir. All right. I want to take us back a little bit because to understand the historical context the brother was just talking about. All right. For African people, our ancient story was one of God and goddess. This is something we don't talk about.
Collectively.
Our people never had a concept of a God without a goddess.
Right.
Because we wouldn't no God be gracious enough to give us these beautiful black women and he had one for his own.
That's
right. That's right.
That's finer than all of these.
How about that? So it was always that dialectical law of complements or opposites. Now, the European, if you go back to the earliest, you heard of Plato. What Plato said is in his symposium, and this represented the entire white race prior to the invasion into Africa. There was a concept called pederasty, what he's talking about, which is a grown male raping a little boy. This is in a symposium. You can go read it for yourself. He said that grown men raping little boys, that alone is capable of satisfying a man's highest and noblest aspirations.
Damn.
And the love between man and woman, when spoken of at all, is altogether inferior. It is a purely physical impulse whose sole object is the procreation of life. Now, before Europeans came into Africa and saw the great dynastic things that we had done in 323 BC under Alexander the Greek, they didn't, I want you to hear this because this is very important.
I'm listening.
In the entire history of the white race, the idea that a man could be in love with a woman did not exist. I'm going to say it one more time. Until Europeans came into Kemet, we call Egypt today, and saw the temples with men and women, some temples dedicated to the goddess principle. Sister going to have a new baby, the brother want to pray there's a healthy birth, he go down to the god and say, please give me a healthy birth. He got to go to war, then he go to the, you know what I'm saying, then he go to Amma and say, let's go chop some heads. But it was that when they saw that, the Europeans were so disturbed when they first got there, they started destroying all the female statues because they said a female does not have any place in a spiritual context. Now, when they looked around the world and realized, wait a minute, we're the weird ones. We're the ones that think that men's supposed to be having sex with little boys, and we're strange, then they covered it up and changed it. But this is how we know the change didn't happen. Then I'm going to release this microphone. I want you to understand. They changed the concept only because it was so abrasive to other nations that people fought hard when they found out these dudes coming here with this homosexual pedophile stuff. So what they did is they said, okay, we'll put new statues after they came to Africa with men with women, but we'll keep it in our culture. So think about it.
Wait, tell them about Zeus and his lover.
Okay, yes.
Please.
Okay.
You got to do that.
Yes, I do. You're right. The ancient story of Africans was
Zeus?
God and goddess and immaculate conceived child. Asar, Ased, and Haru. Look that up, brothers
Right.
and sisters.
Oh, we got that.
But in Europe, the ancient God story, that this is where they sat down with their children, feed them marshmallows, and sit around and tell this love story. Zeus had a bunch of wives, a bunch of husbands, a bunch of animals he had sex with. But one day he looked down on planet Earth.
Wives, husbands, and animals. This
That's-
shit is already bad at the beginning.
He looks down on Earth and sees a young male named Ganymede. He falls so in love with this little adolescent boy that he turns himself to an eagle. He kidnaps him, takes him to Mount Olympus, repeatedly sodomizes him, and make him his lover.
That's right.
Now this, I want you to hear what I'm saying. This is the love story. This is what they sat down and taught as love, as we would teach today.
This
a man
was Love
falling in with a
Jones.
woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mount Olympus style.
Now, I don't have an eagle, but I got a white van with some candy in it.
Oh, God.
No, that's all right. This is real. Now let's take it to today so we can make it. This sounds crazy. Let's make it real simple. What was the first European church?
You talking about the Catholic
Church?
The Roman
Catholic
Catholic
yeah.
Church. Now think about it. And remember, Plato said a man's highest, noblest, and aspiration is to have sex with a little boy. Now, what is it that the person in the Catholic Church at the highest levels cannot do?
Have sex.
With who?
Women.
What are they known for doing?
Have sex with little boys.
Right.
Their culture has stayed the same over thousands of years.
They just mask it.
They've been masking it, but now they want to take the mask off and be who they are and force every other race around the planet to become them. This is pure warfare.
Shit. It's going down.
This nigga just read a blue pill to me.
Yes, he did. I'm coming to you, VC. You already know.
Yeah, that was really deep. What I wanted to state in all of this, as far as the question goes, are the mothers leading this war? And I'm an astrologer, so I'm going to always revert back to cycles. And if we understand the cycles of our universe and the cycles of our world, the cycles of the woman, the cycles of day and night, we will understand what is going on. And so we were in the age of Pisces, and we're coming out of that time, which is the age of imagery. So yes, they have used images to control us, you know, get the images into our subconscious mind, and then we automatically start doing the things that they desire for us to do. we are now in the age of Aquarius, and these things are now scientific and they're taking a toll from a scientific perspective. So a lot of the things that they are broadcasting to us, they know that we are catching on to these things and we're getting wise and we're not programming our subconscious mind with certain things. So now they are planting this stuff in the food, in the water. These chemicals, the chemical astrazine has been proven to turn male frogs into female frogs.
Right. And
And
you
then we
starting to
have
see brothers get breast cancer.
Yes.
Speak on it.
And so what I want to state is that we need to pay attention that this war is not done through one avenue or one way. It's not just done through religion. It's not just done, not even through the chemicals and not just through the imagery. But if you have an epidemic of homosexuality, of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, young girls being overly developed, that is all linked to chemical imbalances and hormonal imbalances, where you can take a grown man, turn him from a man into a woman based on hormone control and therapy, and they're spraying this stuff in the air and the water. We need to strap up on all avenues.
That's the soy.
Wow.
The soy. That's
Wow.
in everything right now.
I don't fuck with soy at all.
But yes,
Veronica,
you do. If you eat anything, soy byproduct is in
nigga, I don't-
everything.
I don't
Look
eat
at
soy.
on the back of your
Okay,
food.
then what the hell
soy
was wrong with soy?
everything.
let me handle Kevin.
Soy
let me
everything.
handle Kevin. Nigga, you ain't in my.
UFG. Check. Shout out to Lone Star RBGs. Tahir RBG. United Front. I want to thank y'all, man. University Ave. For all the support, all the love through the years. Stand of the road. Yeah. It's the moment's revenge. All my people. Last stop on this train. May your spirit live on forever. Train and liberation. Ambassador O. Let's go. Queen Green. Jay Black. Irritated Genie. What up, brother? Yeah. Glorious Asiatic. I love Let's go. The God True. Yeah. I love y'all, man. For real. Let's go. Yeah, I got so many things to say, but little time to say it. My grandmama told me that your life is what you make it. My ancestors told me human life is what is sacred. And love is something real, but not impossible to fake it. Most brothers base their life on trying to get a sister naked. Gain material possessions.